Man, welcome to Stepper Sundays. All right, so the first thing I guess you guys need to understand about the song My Muse is the good or the dark theme and also the good theme. And what is the meaning of a muse? So a muse is a source of inspiration. So that can be a person, a place, a thing, whatever you derive inspiration from. So that's what a muse is. And the dark theme of the song My Muse really well, besides the overarching sexual theme, as you can see on the Instagram, what I posted, I'll play that right here on the playback. But that's not really, it's not dark, but besides the sex of the song, which isn't really subtle, the actual dark theme of the song underlying is that everybody has a story, be it good or bad. And what you do with that story describes you better than the story itself. So, whatever your story is, whatever you go through in life, that's what people draw inspiration from. And, depending on what you're doing, the more authentic you are, sometimes the more willing or the more able somebody is to draw inspiration from you. And I think ultimately we all are here to be sources or a vessel of inspiration, a vessel of life. So that being said, it's really kind of like with real estate. So with real estate in the daily grind, you find yourself hearing no more than you'll hear yes. So if you decide to start investing in real estate, you'll start hearing no more than yes on a daily basis. But it's what you do with that no and that yes that describes you more than the fact that you're hearing a no more than you're hearing a yes, right? So if you were to stop just because you're hearing no, then that's what describes you. But if you take that no and you keep going, then that's what describes you, what you do afterwards. That's basically what that means, right? So this all really ties into the good theme of things. And the good theme is that, since the beginning of my journey, so back since I was an athlete, I've always really searched for sources of inspiration. And I've always found it in either places or people. So with me, looking for these sources of inspiration, the biggest reason why is because to be self motivated or inspired by self, it sounds good. It sounds good. Everybody says self made this, self made that. But the fact of the matter is to actually do what others are not willing to do, and then to not only do it, but to keep doing it until you get what you want out of it. In order to actually do that, you have to have something to draw from internally, right? So just because you are doing it yourself, it's like, what do you actually draw from internally? So it's no different back when I was playing football and going through crazy workouts. Like, why do people do this, right? No different than when with wholesaling real estate and what I'm doing right now, being with the digital media company, Steps to Success and as that's too. So it's like at each phase of my life, the good theme in the song My Muse, I've always found something, someone to actually inspire me. And when I say someone, it can even be just a moment that we shared, or a conversation, or just you know a moment in time that we shared that inspires me. So to keep going, that's a good thing, right? Because in order to do which my calling, to be a vessel of joy and entertainment, in order to do this, you really have to have something to again draw from inside. Because although you don't have anybody telling you to do it, doesn't mean that you don't have something inside of you or not looking for other sources of energy outside of yourself to keep you going. So that's what the whole thing ties in. But the biggest thing, guys, is the Temptations. So I've been a fan of the Temptations since, I probably was like 3 years old. Like I was really young. So like my mom, she used to always watch the Temptations, both my moms, but we used to always watch the Temptations and singing Five Heartbeats, Temptations, and all that. So yeah, always been a big fan of Temptations. Feel like I'm about to be the sixth Temptation member. You know what I'm saying? Reincarnated right here. So that is like the big thing of it. That's what I posted on the Instagram as to the heart. I'll show it right here on the playback as well. So right now, there's, if you guys have any questions about real estate or music, go ahead and drop them right here. And if not, then we're about to get into the instrumental. And this is my favorite part of Stepper Sunday.